Treasurer.
This budget redirects and prioritises spending to convert a more productive economy into a fairer community as well.
Treasurer Wayne Swan has delivered the 2012 federal budget at Parliament House in Canberra. For his reaction to the budget, I'm joined by the Chief Executive of the New South Wales Business Chamber, Stephen Cartwright. Stephen, the government's decision to renege on the reduction to the company tax rate, what message does that send to the business community?
Obviously, the government's decision to dump their promise to cut the company tax rate to 29% is a major disappointment, especially for those businesses that are not really getting any benefit out of the mining boom. Instead, the Treasurer has chosen to redirect this funding that was supposed to go to company tax cuts to further household support. And this is despite the fact that households are already receiving generous support for the impact of the carbon tax in previous packages. The best possible strategy for household support is a healthy business sector that is capable of maintaining and then creating new jobs.
Stephen, is this a good budget for New South Wales?
Overall, I would have to say this is a disappointing budget for New South Wales businesses. The budget includes the previously announced carbon tax, the mining tax, and the foreshadowed increase in the superannuation levy. The big new announcement is that small business will no longer receive a reduction in the corporate tax rate. Instead, there will be a capacity for small business to carry back losses against previous year's profits, and that will benefit about 5% of all Australian small businesses. New South Wales businesses will struggle under these additional pressures, particularly given the current weak economic outlook, and of course we're only weeks away from the introduction of the world's largest carbon tax. The forecast weaker GST collection is also not a good sign for the upcoming New South Wales budget.
As a chamber, what did we want to see in the budget?
It would appear that the government has moved even further away from the Henry tax review recommendations other than the mining tax, and it really has little to show from this root and branch tax reform initiative. It's disappointing that the government does not have a long-term commitment to reducing the company tax rate to 25% or in fact abolishing payroll tax. Both of these were actually recommendations put forward in the Henry tax review alongside the introduction of the mining tax. We'd love to know what you think of the federal budget, and you can follow us on Twitter or provide feedback on Facebook and leave any comment that you think is appropriate. Just like to also remind you that we are having the Treasurer Wayne Swan for a post-budget luncheon, and I'd urge all members to attend and to hear what the Treasurer has to say.